The Kenya Institute of Bankers recently held a consultative breakfast event at a Nakuru hotel to sensitize branch managers drawn from banks in Nakuru and parts of the Great Rift Valley on the broader KIB agenda for the region. In the last 6 months, the Kenya Institute of Bankers has been on a mission to reach its members across the country for synergy and to understand their needs and requirements, for which the giant membership body is obliged to meet. The Nakuru meeting is just one of the many engagements KIB hopes to foster with branch managers, who will then act as the leading ambassadors of the KIB agenda to help lift professional standards in the banking sector in Kenya. George Atambo is a senior employee of the Standard Chartered Bank and has been marshalling the heads of bank branches in the Great Rift region in order to build a conversation about the KIB mandate. Mr. Atambo has spearheaded this initiative successfully for some weeks and was able to marshal 25 branch managers drawn from the region to attend the breakfast. He had these great remarks to make.
So this is an area that I like when we bring bankers together from a very, very busy schedule in working the bank, coming meeting your colleagues, not for competition of business, but on a competition of the friendly relationship and interaction. So this one has helped me getting membership friends from all the commercial banks, and we make it KIB family a very prominent institution. So what motivated me to start this is because when I came here, I found that branch managers had a WhatsApp of around 10 people. Others were not ready to join. So then I thought, what initiative can I be able to bring together so that we can have all the branch managers have a forum where we can be able to share. Through the partnership of the Branch Managers Central Bank, Rona Gitari, we put our minds together and we said, if we can have KIB sponsor breakfast, branch managers can be able to attend so that at least we start a relationship from there.
There were great reflections from Dr. James Wanjagi, who is standing in for KIB CEO Julius Alego, who is on leave. Dr. Wanjagi shared thoughts on why the Institute had opted to form strong regional chapters of the membership body, and why the KIB agenda was critical at this juncture in helping enhance professional standards among banking employees in the country.
We can look at it from the perspective of bringing managers together like we did today. How does KIB benefit and how do they benefit? When we bring them together, from their perspective, they help build better networks across branch managers, because of course there are different commercial banks, but what we're trying to do is to help them network together. Branch managers and leaders from this region knowing each other and also supporting each other from a work perspective. But I think we can take it a level deeper. They can also become friends and build great relationships that will become a support system in the region, from a family perspective, from, like we said, a networking, from a career perspective, from a welfare support perspective. And so those are some of the intangible benefits I see for them. We will look to adopt a chapter model so that we have chapters across Kenya that, one, we can support to grow, they can help us grow, but also they can work together from different regions. The idea is that once we build these chapters, then it becomes easier for us to grow our membership, our subscription base, conversely for them to benefit from us. We're building an ecosystem of KIB representatives, change agents, liaisons, if you will, across the country from a regional and from a chapter perspective.
Peter Gitau is the head of membership and strategic partnerships at the Kenya Institute of Bankers. In his presentation, he discussed the need for individual banking employees to join KIB and enjoy the benefits of being a member of a professional body. Peter has been driving the membership and partnerships agenda at KIB for several years now and is credited with ensuring the relationship between the institute and its corporate members, as well as individual members, continues to thrive. Coming to Nakuru was one of the many important steps, Peter says, in ensuring KIB's relevance in the banking sector.
Today we were here to meet branch managers in this region and have a word with them get some feedback on how we can make our services at KIB better. In terms of achievement, first of all, we are very happy with the turnout. And secondly, from what they've told us today, we have met our objectives. They are willing to continue engaging with us, and they will continue reaching out to us so that we can interact more with them. In fact, a couple of WhatsApp groups are being created now. So we'll be able to engage much more with them, and they are actually very happy that they are able to meet us one-on-one and tell us how it is in terms of perspective and what we can do as KIB to improve our services. From what they've told us today, on their behalf and behalf of their members of staff, they will actually be selling KIB more. The importance of professionalism, brand building, both as individuals and for the institutions that they work with.
At the end of the breakfast event, the branch managers also had a few thoughts to share. It was evident that the event had met their expectations, specifically in as far as the KIB agenda is concerned, and what direction the Institute would take going forward in regards to this engagement. Through various speakers and a question and answer session, KIB was able to articulate its agenda for the region and the country at large, in regards to professional training, which is one of its core mandates, as well as national and regional events, which will go a long way in building cohesion among banking practitioners in the country. The branch managers were educated on the major professional training courses KIB undertakes, what the Institute is doing currently, as well as the signature KIB events, such as the annual Interbank Sports, the KIB Quiz Competition, the annual Dinner and Awards, the Cybersecurity Conference, among others. The branch managers expressed their desire for the sustaining of the momentum already created, and for the equipping of their chapter, in order for the region to be effective in implementing the KIB agenda at large for their own benefit.
I'm happy to be in this event today, and I've learned a lot about KIB. When I joined in banking as a teller 10 years ago, these were the first people that trained me, basic laws of banking. So I'm seeing there's a growth in the institution, and I'm happy especially about the online portal where we can continue doing our studies and growing, and the inventions and the pillars that they have to grow in the next 3 years. I think we all want to grow with them, and I'm looking forward to be a member. There's value in being a member in KIB, especially when you want to grow in banking. There's a lot of opportunity for learning and for networking, especially even in the event we have today. I've met people I haven't seen yet. We are all in Nakuru, so it's a good opportunity, and especially now they're coming to the region, it's easier for us, and they have their membership forms on the online portal, so it's very easy. So karibuni sana, sisi wote tukue member.
Today's session, I must say, was a great session. It was planned well in good time, and the attendance was also a bit quorate, which was important since it had a representation of a number of commercial banks in this region. From our today's breakfast meeting, I must say what stood out was about membership and the importance of membership by partners to Kenya Institute of Bankers, who are the commercial banks that are represented here. It is important that once we have members, then many activities of Kenya Institute of Bankers will really achieve their goals and main objectives. As such, I will take it upon me to share it with teams at my branch and colleagues across the network in the country, that there is importance of joining Kenya Institute of Bankers as members and working together with the Kenya Institute of Bankers to better the commercial banking space.
you.